and welcome to Costa del Sol Chatter News. Lots going on the coast as usual. The weather's going to be really lovely this weekend, up to about 17 degrees and sunny, but I'm afraid it seems that some rain is coming our way next week. I've posted events all along the coast that are going on this weekend, so take a look at that. I've also posted up Casa Costa Properties of the Week. This is a really unique cave property that rents with a transferable tourist license for up to €300 per night. So take a look at that. Really beautiful in the heart of Mijas Pueblo. Anyway, we've had onto all the news. We've had terrible time with the trains. Sarah in English has reported that the Malaga train service, Fuengirola to Malaga train service, and other train services have been in chaos due to breakdowns and cockroach infestations. There were many cancellations on February 24th, and in fact this month there have been up to 30 disruptions, so not good. Anyway, the mayor of Fuengirola, Annette Muller, put up a post about progression towards Fuengirola having a brand new port, sort of a smaller but very updated port, much like Malaga. Now, I've been hearing this for years, much like we have the Fuengirola to Marbella train, but I did notice a lot of Spanish residents commenting that actually Fuengirola needs a hospital, and I do totally agree with that. But not only that, we have the Mercadillo being transformed into a big market with gastropubs, but we have a bus station that is just ridiculous. They should have used that area as a bus station. Look, I'm not telling her to do her job, but I'm just being practical here. I do hope that the port is regenerated, but I can tell you there's a long Spanish bureaucratic red tape towards that goal. Anyway, in happier news, on Saturday, 28th of February, it's Andalusia Day. There were a lot of protests in 1977 and a referendum in 1980 to make Andalusia an autonomous community. So expect there to be lots of celebrations and frivolity and Andalusian flags hung out on Saturday. Anyway, in more serious news, I was delighted to see that Trump, the Supreme Court, who are basically conservative, actually voted against his tariff, and this has a direct effect on Spain, the 10% tariff. But no, he's got another plan. He's now invoked a new law under section, I think it's 122, that he can reinstate his, and he hasn't actually made it clear whether it's going to be 10 or 15% the tariffs. However, he's only got 150 days before that particular move has to have congressional approval. So let's see, one big mess as always, and we never know exactly what's going to happen with him. Anyway, Chatter Cretin of the Week. And I think we can all agree that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor got what should have been coming to him. But what I found fascinating was that when he was evicted from Royal Lodge in Windsor, he shouted, "Well, you can't do this. I'm the Queen's son, second son." How deluded is he? In fact, I think he should be put on a suicide watch. I don't think he's going to be able for what's coming towards him. And I think we have to have sympathy for the victims and the survivors, not so much for him, but I do think that he should be looked at, because that picture of him coming out of the police station was truly alarming. Anyway, chatter chuckle, used around the world. There was, in Purdue University in Indiana, a guy was caught, I don't actually think they caught him, was wandering around the campus completely covered in peanut butter. Well, word spread among the students, and I can only think to myself, well, you know, was it smooth or was it crunchy? In fact, it was some sort of sunflower oil, because it would have sparked a lot of people who've got nut allergies. There are so many crazy and weird and funny people in the world. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic weekend on the Costa del Sol, and it's goodbye from me.